Welcome to Testenium. Testenium is an online testing platform for testing software or websites without having to install any testing tools on your computer. Testenium supports behavior-driven development, test-driven development, and Selenium with 100% online database. In this session, I'm going to show you how to use Testenium for testing websites, particularly testing Hotmail login using page object model. I'm logging in now. I'm on my Testenium account now, and I'm going to select Selenium. So on the left hand side, you can see a table with past histories, which is like all the test cases previously tested. On the right hand side, you can see a new project template, so in which you can provide the test project details and then choose the test language environment and then implement your test class and the code, and then you can test it. Now I'm going to give project title, which is Hotmail login. The project description, page object model, testing. And I'm choosing the default option in Testenium, which is JUnit Java for test language. Then we had to add a new class to implement the login feature. So I'm adding a new class by clicking the Add Class button. Now you can see there's a new class template pop down, so you can implement your new test class. So which we can also select from previous test projects by going to the repository. So I'm clicking the editor button here, so that will pop up a new window, which is an editor window where you can see your previous test projects. So now the default one was form login, which consists of two files here on the left hand side panel of the editor. So on the right hand side, you can see the code window in colorful text. So I'm going to select the login page Java, which consists of a class called login page with a login method. So I'm going to copy this class into the project. So I'll replace this with the code that I copied from the editor. Now this Testenium also allows you to save and compile your files. I'm going to click the Save Class button. So now your class has been saved and compiled successfully. Then you can go and implement your test code. Now in the test code window, you have base URL with bbc.co.uk. That's the default one or sample one I have given. So you can replace that with hotmail.com. And then you have to implement your test code below in your test method of the code window. So I'm going to implement test code to test the login feature on Hotmail URL. So we can use the page object model here. So I have already saved and compiled the login page class, so we can use that. So I'm going to use the login page that consists of a static method called login. So we can call login and provide all the parameters. So the first one is I0116, which is the username box. The second one is the username, which is normally an email account or email address from Hotmail. So I'm going to give test@hotmail.com. The third one is the password box, which has the element ID I0118. Then we have to give the password. Next one is the button element. So we have to give the element name, which is ID SI button 9. Lastly, we have to give the web drive object, which is defined as driver in this particular page. So we'll give driver. Now the code is ready to execute. We can just click run button to execute your test, and we'll wait and see. Now your test code is being executed in the testenium platform online. It's going to come up with your result. We'll wait and see. It's still testing. Yeah, so well done. So it is good. Now the test case passed. You can see the test results on the right hand side. There are two windows. One is the textual message, and the second one is a graphical message which says 100% passed. So that's an example of Selenium testing with page object model in Testenium. Like that, there are so many other options available. You can utilize them. One is a behavior driven development, where you can provide your feature file, and then you have to implement your step definitions. Particularly, Testenium generates programming language code for BDD. So in addition to the code generated by Cucumber, Behat, or SpecFlow, Testenium will generate the rest of the code that is necessary for you to implement your project. So I'll show you that in another session. So for the time being, we have seen Selenium testing on Testenium with page object model. Thank you for watching this video. So looking forward to see you in the next session. Thank you.